Hi there, my name's Adrian. Today I want to speak to you about some of my daily choice products. I just want to tell you what I've experienced myself and just my opinion on it. Um, I would like to say up front that, as a disclaimer, I'm not a medical practitioner. I've got no medical training of any sorts. So I'm not saying that these products can fix or cure any disease. I'm not making any claims like that whatsoever. I'll just tell you what I've experienced. Um, just something interesting is that I was very skeptical in the beginning of the products when a friend told me about it or about them. I didn't think they would work. I've heard of cannabis products and that. I was worried about THC and things like that, which he assured me there's no THC in the product. THC is what gives you the high, what makes people stoned. There's a minimal amount, um, completely within the legal limits. So yeah, the main component of the product is CBD, cannabidiol, which has got some amazing qualities. Just some of my background, I've grown up personally with an extreme fear of noise. They call it, some people call it acousticophobia or sound phobia. I don't know what the correct term is, but from a very young age, I used to have a very bad reaction to noisy environments. Now, uh, some people would say, or some said, just get over it or deal with it. But when you've got something like that, it's not easy. It's like saying to someone with arachnophobia, just get over it and don't be scared of spiders and don't let them bother you if they walk on you. It's a difficult one. Um, I recall my parents saying as a small kid, they took me to um, a function or where there was loud music playing, there was people on the stage singing, and they said I screamed, as a little toddler, I screamed louder than the people on the stage. Um, Later on, growing up, age 6, 7, 9, or 6, 7, 8 years old, um, I was in school, took part in athletics, apparently did quite well. Um, but as you know, when you're running fast and you coming first or second or third, people cheer you on, and I would stop and block my ears and cry and wail and say, but I can't handle the noise. So this has been an ongoing thing through my whole life, and of course going through being in the South African Bush War from 1983 to 1985 didn't make matters better. So my fear of noise or being in noisy environments uh, didn't get any better. So it's quite a difficult thing to deal with. Um, what I will say is that a couple of things happened with me personally with the CBD oil. Um, uh, One of the first things that I noticed is that I've got a injury on my shoulder, or had an injury on my shoulder from riding motorcycles, bush biking, um, motocross riding when I was a youngster. I injured myself, and I've been living with a shoulder pain for years. I just got used to not being able to lift my arm above my shoulder, and just being in pain all the time. I just thought I had to live with it, and I wanted to avoid surgery, as anybody would. So yeah, that was a problem. Anyway, I started taking the product, this one here, Hempworx CBD oil, 20 drops in the morning, 20 drops in the evening. Started taking that. First day or two, I didn't notice anything, and I remained skeptical. I thought, this product doesn't work. On the third day, I noticed in my shoulder less pain. By the fourth day, the pain in my shoulder was 90% gone. So you can imagine how excited I was. So yeah, I've continued taking it. The pain is under control. And yeah, it's just gone away, which is a huge relief for me. I mean, I used to bend over double to take my shirt off in the evenings. I had to put my head on my knees to hopefully get the shirt to fall off over my head. It was really a problem, a struggle. The other thing that I noticed with my fear of noise, extreme fear of noise, is that, my son came home for the weekend and he gave my wife tickets for a music concert here in South Africa, in Pretoria. Of course, she was excited, and I was terrified that, just the thought of going to a concert where there's so many people and so much noise, that to me that was terrifying. The night before, I could hardly sleep. I was like really stressed out. And of course, I didn't want to disappoint my wife. I know she loves these music concerts. So I thought, I'm going to take a few drops of this oil before I go, and hopefully last longer than 10 minutes. In concerts before, or in noisy environments before, I would literally run out of the building. So anyway, I took 20 drops of the oil and went to the concert, and sat there. The music started, the show started, and I was completely calm. I couldn't believe it. Normally by that point my heart would be racing, I'd be sweating, I'd be getting nauseous, I'd be getting disorientated, and amazingly I was just completely calm. And the show started, and my wife looked over to me every couple of minutes saying, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" Like half expecting me to get up and bolt like Usain Bolt. Anyway, long story short, I sat through the whole concert. Didn't bother me at all. I was totally cool. I was totally relaxed. Amazingly, I enjoyed the concert. And when it was finished and we came out, her jaw was literally hanging. She was like, "What did you do?" I said, "No, remember that oil? I took some of that oil." And I think that made her a believer. It certainly made a believer of me. One other health condition that I had is a thing that men get, mostly men. It's extreme pain in your toes and feet. It's a condition that rhymes with shout. The word shout rhymes with that, but it starts with a G. Anyway, I get that from time to time. It's usually usually what brings it on in most people is red wine or high protein foods. It's extremely painful. Words can't describe the pain that you feel in your toes, or you get it in your feet, and it's usually a male thing, this thing that rhymes with shout. Yes, and I normally get it once a week, sometimes twice a week. I wake up, I've got pain in my toes, like severe pain. It's so bad you can't even have a sheet lie on your foot. It's that bad. And I've been in this business now 3-4 weeks, taking the oil every day, and not a sign of that problem at all. So you can imagine the relief. People say to me, "But what does the CBD oil do? Does it make you feel better? Does it make you alert? Does it do this? Does it do that?" All I can say is that it takes things away. Takes things away that were unpleasant to you. So, I say if you've got a headache and it goes away, you don't really notice it until afterwards. But if you don't have a headache and one suddenly arrives, you really notice it. So it's more of a case of things, issues, medical stuff that make your life miserable and uncomfortable that just go away, which is fantastic. I also find that I'm a lot more calm now. I sleep a lot better. Things don't bother me like they used to. Things that would get me really riled up and upset just don't bother me anymore. It's like whatever, it's amazing. So will I continue using it? Damn right, I'll continue using it. Will I recommend it to my friends? Definitely. In fact, if you want to buy the product, just click on the link below. Order it. We've got a website. They'll deliver it to your door, and you get a 60-day money-back guarantee. So good luck. Hope you enjoy the product, and thanks for watching.